Who doesn't love a good import? They're exotic and different. There are other standards for beauty, or function, or comfort. And sometimes, those standards are completely alien. This is the Blade. Kind of. It's a Vanduul First Wave scout ship. But not really. Because this is actually a one-to-one replica of that Vanduul ship. But not really. Because it's based on what tech we could scavenge off the Vanduul ships, and then modified so humans could use it. And it's all very convoluted and confusing, and Astro does a better job explaining it than I do.
The Orion system bombs, small Vanduul offensive punch, very difficult and more expansive battle mode. Yes.
But after all that, then
What's up, David?
it was built to look and move like current Vanduul ships.
The answer is yes.
But not really. So
I love this editing.
it's not really a Vanduul ship. It's not really a faithful reproduction, and it's not really up to date. So, what is this thing? Well, it's kind of a pain in the ass. Right off the bat, you should know that if you know how to fly it, the Blade can be devastating in combat. Depending on what day it is, it may or may not have a bit more firepower on hand, but on the whole, it's pretty comfortable at doing things like this. And that's because of these. The two massive plasma cannons here. Affectionately nicknamed Warlord cannons by the UEE pilots who face them. And they pair nicely with the Wasp repeaters here. This combo allows the Blade to hone in on a target, chip away at their shields, and deliver an absolutely brutal alpha strike to an opponent. And, worst comes to worst, you can use the Blade to live up to its namesake, and use one of these wings to take a chunk out of an enemy ship. Though, admittedly, this tactic has a limited number of uses. If you do find yourself in a situation where you're considering burying a sharpened wingtip into another ship chassis, I would recommend against it, and instead doing the other thing the Blade is very good at: running away. Saying the Blade is fast isn't really doing it justice, because its speed isn't what makes it remarkable. It's the acceleration. 0 to 60 in some ungodly amount of time because I'm in a spaceship. The riding position starts to make a bit more sense as you instinctively want to tuck your head down to cut down on wind resistance. The Blade is purpose-built for these kind of hit-and-run guerrilla tactics. Fly in fast, knock out the shields in a couple passes, keep them down with the Wasps, and vaporize the pilot with the Warlords. If they land too many shots and your shields go down, pick a direction, go full tilt on the throttle, and wait a hot second till they come back. Flip, burn, and do it again. I can think of only a handful of ships that will actively keep up with the Blade in a fight. And I'd only be comfortable actively engaging with 2 of them.
Right. Right.
And I'm fairly certain the Blade shields recharge faster than theirs do too.
I love you guys.
The result of all this is a ship that can rapidly bear down on an opponent, suppressing shields and doing a shocking amount of burst damage to the unprepared.
It's a nicely edited
And
video, though.
should you manage to get a beat on it, it vanishes into the void, only to reappear moments later, with another round of plasma fire for your hull. This is the quintessential boogeyman of the UEB. Or at least a reasonable facsimile of one. And if you've ever been to a group event suddenly on the receiving end of an errant red-tagged PvP blade, you know exactly what kind of nightmare they can be. Now, actually owning the blade, that's a different kind of nightmare. See, this is a precision machine, reverse engineered from incomplete and destroyed alien ships, and built by two guys in their garage with an industrial 3D printer. It's not meant to be user-friendly.
Shots fired on Esperia.
There's going to be sacrifices. The first of which is your eyes. All red. All of it.
Yep.
Every instrument cluster, every readout,
It's that Vanduul
every number or letter,
friendly, loving
all
feeling.
red.
Dude, that's what I love about it. That's what I love about it. That red color schematic. You kidding me? It sparks up that bloodlust, man. Nothing like a Vanduul vibe. Nothing like a Vanduul vibe.
And absolutely useless in combat. Which is not really something you want in a combat ship. And on top of that, it seems like the windshield comes pre-scuffed with scratches and gouges for the authentic Vanduul feel.
Yeah.
Why bother being able to see out the sides of your canopy? No, these markings will be very intimidating to the enemy pilots when you're rocketing by at 400 miles an hour.
That's right. Look at these. Look at these, son.
And that's not all. Because this is essentially a working prototype model, it means that everything inside of it is finely tuned in only this exact configuration. If, for any reason, you decide you don't like the weapon loadout, or the engine, or the coolers, too bad. Everything is hardwired to the ship. You get it how the chef gives it to you.
That's right.
No substitutions.
Yeah, don't ask about that Vanduul tube down around the crotch region. It's got its own suction on it, right, Pepe? Isn't that what you said? Yeah? Did you enjoy that? You give it a 10? Wow, Pepe gives it a 10.
Even if you're allergic.
What did the Vanduul use it for?
And it's not like they did it
You
this
don't
way
know,
for
but you know what you use it
structural
for?
integrity and build quality. It's not going to be taking a lot of hits. It is quite literally a glass
Pepe seems
cannon.
to be familiar with it.
And it's not like it simply can't be done at all. Hell, the Banu make it look easy. I think most people would understand what I mean when I say I want to like the blade more than I do.
Probably not, DY. Probably not.
When all
man.
is said and done, it is an effective and formidable ship. I think it does what it says on the can, and I can tell you from experience that it's quite good at it. I just don't like it. I don't like that I'm locked to its loadout, or that HUD.
My eyes, the goggles do nothing.
I don't like its price tag, or the cockpit, or the grimy windshield. I don't like that it can't carry a single box, or the voice on the computer.
I love this video.
I don't like that there's no delineation marker on the throttle. And I don't like how I sit in it. I can't help but question everything about this ship. Things that don't really matter, but do anyway. It's not a bad ship. And there's a part of me that says it's actually pretty good. But not really.
That was awesome, man.
Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button for the algorithm. Use the code down below if you want to check out the game. Check out Backspaced and Bren's channel. You won't regret it. They do good work. Check out the Patreon if you'd like to see some behind the scenes stuff or just want to support the channel.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. Pilot used to work for Cloud Imperium. Did a video, didn't say why he left. I'd like to hear more from him. That'd be interesting. But anyhow, we are going to talk about that later tonight because an employee did step up and speak out against Cloud Imperium and gave some opinions. I'd like to go over that. But first, let's see what we got here. Maybe we should get into that.